Hello everybody, welcome to the Savage Land, and today we got a good episode on two characters I know nothing about but know everything about. And today we have Super BEBOP and the mighty ROCKSTEADY from the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon line. Two 7-inch figures. To start off with, when I seen these figures about a month ago for whatever haul-a-thon, collect-a-thon, I really don't even fall in that too much more. If I want the figure, I'll get it. But these guys right here, I'm like, alright, I have two Super 7 BEBOPs and ROCKSTEADYs, and I think those are still the best BEBOP and ROCKSTEADYs I've ever seen before. Those two big beefy characters, so there's no need for me to get these NECA ones. Until last week, I was walking through Target randomly and seeing these guys in the package, and hey, what can I say? Had to have them. So what I want to do here today, man, is just give a quick review on them and just show you how awesome and tell you how awesome these two guys are. Like I said, I had no plans on getting these guys, but whenever a figure makes me buy it, hey, it's always good in my book. And I just first want to start off with just, I guess what got me with these two guys is the deco here. Like, BEBOP is the one I'm most attracted to with these two guys, mainly because of his white box or mohawk he has here, which is just fire. And then the white sunglasses, and just really the white accents throughout the figure, man, makes this thing pop. But you got to give it up to that mohawk. And I think it's the white and black contrast lines through most of this figure that makes me like it. But you can see he got a pretty kind of cool, I wouldn't necessarily say it's cardinal red, it almost looks like a faded rust red for his vest. And then of course you got the cartoon type drawing, coloring with the gold kind of brownish going towards the back. He's a robot, so they gave him little extra features like looks like two revolver ends coming out each shoulder pad, which on his real I guess you say aesthetic has a turtle shell, which is still kind of shaped like that with the rigid lining going around the edge, so to kind of remember this of a turtle. But just like the white knuckles, like those accents of white. Hopefully the light isn't shining too hard. Even his accessories, I just already had one of them in his hand that has the white and black tints on it. And then it has like a darker, almost like a graphite gray here. And then it has a lighter gray. But just definitely like the deco on these really caught my attention. And like I said, I like BEBOP the most, but you can see with ROCKSTEADY, he has the white accents too. Of course, his horn on his nose because he's a rhinoceros. And then his teeth, the little white hints there. And his weapons outlined in white. I don't know what it reminds me of, like a piece of chalk or something. That's how white and flat they are. These are not a glossy whites. That's what's cool about it too. It's kind of like a flat white. And really with the whole character, mostly with the cartoon figures, it's going to have flat coloring anyway to try to mimic just the way the cartoon looked. As far as how these guys move, of course you with NECA, you're not going to have the most articulated figure, but these guys move pretty decent, I would say, for just type of characters they are. They're supposed to be robots, but I think the biggest thing with these guys and how they move is in here in the waist. Like that speaks so much expression with just you being able to move your waist like this. And I think they also have with BEBOP. With BEBOP it's kind of hard because he has his vest and this little kind of like strap going across. But I think they have an abdominal cut too, so he can turn. But his elbows, you see here, they're double jointed, but there's only but so much you can do with it. Now you can heat this figure up, which I haven't heated these up yet, and it'll move a little bit more. But if you know NECA, you know even though it's double joints, you're not going to get that full capability of a double joint to where he can possibly touch his own shoulder. What I will say on here is the ankle rocker is beautiful. And sometimes you don't have to have all the articulation up in here. If that ankle rocker is hitting and that waist is hitting just right, you can get a lot of good expressions out of that. I tend to find with the Diamond Select or Marvel Select figures, like that Immortal Hulk, he has that abdominal cut and he has a beautiful ankle rocker. Now, all the rest of his joints are just like any other Marvel Diamond Select, but that ankle rocker and that abdominal cut makes him move amazingly. But one thing I do like about NECA is that they have the articulated jaws on their figures. Now, BEBOP doesn't open his mouth up as much as ROCKSTEADY, but he does have that. He does give you that choice if you want to open his mouth up and close it. Now, one thing I will say bad about these figures, I was trying to flex his bull ring on his nose because I thought it was like really a separate piece, which it is, but it's not like on a hinge or anything, and it totally snapped off. Now, I don't know if you can see this in the camera, but I had to super glue that bull ring back in. The plastic was so pliable and soft when I went to go twist it up, it just broke completely off. So it's a separate piece, but it's not a hinged piece, so it's not set up like that. As far as ROCKSTEADY, as you can see, they've altered him in his robot form where he has different guns or rockets on his back, and looks like just one on his forearm here. He has some type of like CD player or tape deck inside his stomach, man. That I guess that's his program. But this is in the 80s, you know. This is floppy. This is analog era. So if you see something crazy like this, I mean, back in the day that could fly because that was state of the art. That's where he'll receive his program. There was no Bluetooth or Wi-Fi where Crane could probably send that message straight to his brain. He had to download it or record it on a tape and put it in his stomach. So I guess that's what that's from. And I've never seen this episode on this cartoon where they were robots. Maybe I have, but a lot of stuff this NECA cartoon line I can't remember because there's a lot of figures that just blips. But okay, let's get to the abdominal twist here. ROCKSTEADY has that, and see that makes you that speaks volumes. And like I said, they kind of got the ball kind of joint set up here at the leg. Once again, his legs are double jointed, but hey, but so far you can move with that. He also has a beautiful ankle rocker, so he could pivot really good. But see, with this abdominal twist here, you also have a waist twist, which, like I said, those two cuts in that one spot, who needs an ab crunch, really? You can make it happen with that. Now, ROCKSTEADY's jaw is a lot more articulated than BEBOP's. He can open that mouth up real wide. And like I said, man, he's a good figure also. He has a lot of good detail, a lot of good paint. As far as paint and deco, these figures are A+. They did a really, really good job on them. And like I said, they made me buy them. BEBOP said, hey, pick me up. I know you wasn't interested in getting me, but hey, you gotta take me home. And I don't have buyer's remorse with this. And this is what this review is. Yeah, I know I'm going through the aesthetics and how you move around, but is it worth buying? Because these bad boys cost about $65 by the time taxes and everything was done. So when I got to the rest, like, oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen. I thought they were gonna be like 50, but no, they were 60, $59.99. You can say $60, and with tax 65. And I think they were worth every penny. NECA did a good job on this, and they're sleeper figures too. I think this is a sleeper set right here. I wish I had that bunny rabbit set where they're dressed up like bunny rabbits, but I think that was a loot crate. Well, hopefully NECA will come out with that eventually within the next year or so. Maybe they can give a more general release of that BEBOP and ROCKSTEADY and Easter Bunny outfits. So, but let's go into accessories. As you can see right here, BEBOP has a parking meter. And his hand looks like it's been broken out of the ground. You see like brown dirt at the bottom of that. But it's just sculpted really well, and it's painted really well. And it doesn't have a lot of paint on it. I believe that's a gray plastic with just white and black paint. But they did a really good job. Sometimes you don't really have to do a lot to make a big statement. And that's what I like about action figures. Just sometimes you just got to give me a plain good action figure, and I'm good with that, man. Stick to the script and make sure you do a good job of what you did. But it looks like BEBOP here has some type of Dimension X type gun here, kind of like more of a submachine gun. All their weapons are always mixed between like some real life looking weapon and toiletries. I guess because they were mostly known for being in the sewer. Then as far as the other accessories, they have something here that looks like a detonator of some sort, and everything is painted in a white, black, gray deco. There's not too much color in, just hints of red. They probably use maybe four or five colors here at the most. Pretty cool time bomb here. I don't know if that detonator is supposed to go to. I heard in other reviews that detonator was from another episode or something, but it was the perfect thing to throw in. You can make that work. It looks like you have like ROCKSTEADY normal like AK-47 type rifle with extra gadgets on it. Like I said, they never really blasted real bullets. Everything was laser guns. Everything was based off toiletry, toilet humor, plungers, just different things of that, sewer tops. And BEBOP and ROCKSTEADY, they both came with fisted hands, which they're the same colors. I don't know whose hands was which, but they both plug in the same. That's how they pretty much work. And then they have, I'll say these are both of their fisted hands. Then they have like pistol gripping hands. And then they have like gripping hands, which are on them now. Then they have a set of opening, like grappling hands. So they got quite a few accessories that come with them. Like I said, I think it's a dope pack. I think if you find them, pick them up, try them out. They stand pretty much just like any other NECA cartoon line. They're smaller than the movie line. Even though they're 7-inch figures, but they'll still group in well. But Super BEBOP and Mighty ROCKSTEADY, if you get a chance to check these guys out, check them out. Like I said, it was for the Target Haul-a-thon. I don't know if this was like a mass release or just a limited release or whatnot, but I found mine on my local Target shelf, and I'm pretty sure there'll be more. I know they were sold out on the Target website. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, give a like, comment, subscribe if you can. If not, continue to check me out. Like I said, I'm just a collector. I definitely won't stop putting out content. And I have a running phrase, when you walk out the door, make sure you're a person of integrity. And I really mean that. I really mean people really need to stress being a person of integrity, doing the right thing, and just trying to set some better balance for the future, man. Because if you start to run around with no integrity, who knows how this world goes? A lot of people don't. And I think we're kind of seeing the repercussions of that in today's world moving on. But not gonna hold you guys up. Thanks for checking me out, and I'll see you guys later. God bless.